into it. Welcome back to Nick White Classics. I'm Nick, and today we have 4 Sega Genesis cartridges we're going to be cleaning, both inside and out. And I wanted to try to get some interaction from viewers, so you can see I have each of these carts labeled A, B, C, D. So I'm going to pick the first cartridge to clean, and then you can chime in the chat and just type A, B, C, or D to select the next cart. So let's go. First things first, I think I'm going to go with... let's go with C. The big reveal, the cart is OG Mortal Kombat for the Sega Genesis. So this game, this is a classic, right? I just picked this up recently, and I'm looking to see if there's a year. Not seeing it. I know it was sometime in the early 90s, maybe 94, 95. Either way, you can see it's pretty dirty on the inside and outside, so let's go ahead and clean it off, starting with the outside. So just gonna grab a disinfectant wipe, clean it out as good as I can. Nothing major here. See, there's a little bit of a sticker from a price tag on the back, so try and get that as good as I can with the disinfectant, and then if I need to, I might come back with the isopropyl. It looks like most of it came off with just the disinfectant wipe, so good shape there. Okay, and then we're just gonna dip the Q-tip in the isopropyl, and this one's not the greatest, so I'm gonna grab a different one, and then we're gonna clean off the inside. So you can see the chipboard is inside there, and we're just gonna clean off the contacts here. So we're just cleaning off the contacts on the inside just to make sure that it plays nice and smooth. This is again Mortal Kombat 1 for the Sega Genesis. Classic game for a classic system, and I remember first playing this game at the arcade. Ugh, that one's nasty. Hey, what's happening? Thanks for joining us. You can see we have 3 more cartridges to clean after Mortal Kombat, so you can decide which one we do, A, B, or D. Just type it in the chat, and we'll clean that one out next. So yeah, I remember playing this game at the arcade first, and then eventually playing it on the Sega Genesis, and of course all the sequels are awesome too, but yeah, this is the OG, the classic original game, Mortal Kombat. So there you have it. Which cartridge should we clean next, A, B, or D? And I'll just give it a second or two, and then I'll go ahead and pick one. So if I have no preference, I'm gonna be going with D. Okay, I see that in the chat. So let's go with D. And we have, big reveal, Sonic Spinball. There's the spine. The label's coming off a little bit, but it's not too bad considering how old this is. That said, I don't really see... I wonder if there's a year embedded on the back. Yeah. So I'm definitely... I just picked this up, and I just picked this up, and I recently dusted off my Sega Genesis and started playing games on the live stream on YouTube here. And every Sunday I try to go live and play a Sonic game. And so like I said, I just picked this up from the used game shop. And I don't know that I've ever played it before. I maybe played it in passing, but I never like sat down to beat the game. And that's what I'll be doing like every Sunday for the next couple weeks. So if you're into that kind of thing, subscribe to the channel and tune in on Sundays. So I got the outside cleaned off pretty well. So now I'm just gonna grab some isopropyl and clean off the contacts here. So once that's clean, and you can see I got off some junk right there that looks kind of nasty. That's good. There you go. There's Sonic Spinball. So next we have 2 remaining cartridges to clean, A and B. And if you want to hop in the chat and yeah, if you want to pick A or B, which one should we do next? Yeah, I use alcohol. No, that is safe. The reason that I go with the isopropyl alcohol, the 91%, is just because the higher concentration, the higher percentage of alcohol, the faster it's going to dry. And I don't want any moisture to get into the game and damage anything. So I just go with the IPA 91% to clean these suckers out. So we still have 2 more to clean, A and B. And so if you want to make a pick of which one we clean, just put it in the chat. Otherwise, I'll make the choice. Just got 2 more to clean. Any preferences? If not, okay, there we go. I see A in the chat, so let's do it. The game reveal. What do we got? Boom. Batman Returns for the Sega Genesis. What a freaking classic, man. Based on the Tim Burton film. Michelle Pfeiffer, Danny DeVito. And who played Batman in that? Michael Keaton. Yeah, check out that awesome artwork. Love it. Let's just clean off the outside. It looks like there's a little sticker residue on the back from the price tag. Yeah, definitely. If you're using 92% isopropyl, you should be in good shape. Yep, anything over like 90% is perfect. 91% is the best that I can find. So that's what you're looking for. And so with the outside clean, we're just going to dip our Q-tip and wipe off the chips on the inside. Make sure it's good and clean. Try to get any build off. You can see there's a little bit of crud that we wiped off, which is good. If there's anything blocking those contacts at all, it's not going to load. So with that clean, we're going to move on to the last game of the day. Here we go. Big reveal. Yeah, WWF Royal Rumble for the Sega Genesis. Wow, look at that. Somebody just said WWF Raw for Sega was amazing. So hopefully WWF Royal Rumble is just as cool. I don't know. I've never played it. But I'm definitely looking forward to checking it out. You can see Razor Ramon, Hogan, Macho Man, Undertaker, and Lex Luger right on the cover there. So this is going to be a fun one. Usually on Saturday mornings, I do a live stream called Suplex Saturdays, where I like to play wrestling games. Recently, I've been playing a lot of Legends of Wrestling for the Nintendo GameCube, but I'm looking forward to switching it up from time to time, maybe playing some WrestleMania on the Sega Genesis. And you can see this is an Acclaim game, made by Acclaim, which they did a lot of classic games. So looking forward to this one. Do I have Toe Jam and Earl? No, that's another classic game. I don't have that. I'd like to get it. I think it'd be fun to play it through on the stream. I remember playing it as a kid, and there's a lot of cool maps, a lot of cool levels. As a kid, I loved it. And I remember distinctly that it was always better on 2 players. So you can see the labels coming off here. So it's a little wet from the disinfectant wipe, but what we're going to do is just glue it on with some paste stick. So let's let it dry a second. Yeah, Toe Jam and Earl is a classic game for the Sega Genesis. It's one of those, original titles for the system. So it's like if you were a Nintendo kid, you weren't able to play it. You had to play it on the Sega Genesis, I believe. So yeah, we're gonna stick that on there with a bit of paste. Make sure it's pressed down nice and tight. And if you're into retro gaming, if you're into wrestling, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, And Vector Man, yeah, good call. That's another freaking classic. Unique to the Genesis system. That's what I'm trying to do, is collect Atari 2600, Sega Genesis, and Nintendo GameCube games, and just relive the classics, play them on live stream together with y'all. So there you have it. That's all we have today. Just 4 Sega Genesis games now clean. Thanks for helping me pick the order. That's it for today. But again, definitely double tap the video if you enjoy this kind of content, and subscribe to the channel. See you again soon. Take it easy, guys.